What is happening, people? Welcome to the show. Today we're talking about free traffic strategies for ClickBank that get commissions. So Lee, roll that intro. Hey guys, welcome to another show. As I said, we're talking about free traffic strategies. We're going to be going through the ones that work. So in this video, we've got some rules, and the rules are simple. If you like what you see, smash the like button. If you get anything out of that video, if you get one golden nugget, smash that like button, and that tells me that you like this video and you want to see more content like it. And as always, if you do like this video and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, and that way you'll be the first to see these videos. So let's get on with today's video. So as I say, we're talking about free traffic strategies. We're going to be going through quite a few different strategies. Some of them you're going to be aware of, but I think there's going to be some that will be fresh to you, that will be new to you. And in addition to that, if you get to the end of this video, there's going to be a bonus strategy where I'm going to show you how to dip your toes in the water of paid traffic without spending a penny. Okay, so it took me a while to get it off my tongue there, but it's going to be well worth getting to the end of the video and checking out the strategy. You're going to like it because you're getting something for free, and that's what people like. People like things for free, don't they? So I'm sure if you're watching this, you wouldn't mind something for free. To stay along to the end of the video to check that out. So there's a few things just to think about before you get on with these free traffic strategies, things to bear in mind. Okay, so what you're going to need is regardless of what offer that you're going to promote, you're going to want to direct people to a landing page rather than directly to an offer on, I would say, 75% of these strategies. And that's because you don't want to be direct linking, or one, because some different places, they don't like direct links to affiliate networks, so your links will be automatically deleted. But you also want the opportunity to pre-sell offers, get your foot in the door, and also being able to build authority, audiences, and lists. Okay, so having some form of page builder, whatever that may be, there's loads out there. You've got ClickBank, some of the autoresponders like Aweber have them built in. I have a video all about that, about Aweber and building a landing page, getting that set up. And I will try and put it in the cards that way, I think, if I remember. If not, just go to my channel and check that video out. So you need some kind of page builder. Obviously, ClickBank works incredibly well as well, but there are others. Okay, some sort of tracking, so how many people are clicking through the link. So even something basic as a bit.ly is well worth it. And obviously you need an autoresponder if you want to collect leads. Obviously some people, they don't want that, they don't want to get involved in that, but if you do, I usually use Aweber. So if you want a free trial of that, check down to the comments section. Somewhere in there'll be a link to get I think it's a 30-day free trial, so you can get involved in that. So let's let's assume that you've got your pre-sale page, or your opt-in page, your squeeze page, you've got that done, or not. Okay, and then you're going to move on. So you're going to move on to ClickBank, and before you even drive traffic, you're going to need to choose an offer. So you're going to go to ClickBank and you go to the marketplace and you can choose some offers. Now, in the previous video that I put out before this video, I spoke about some of the best offers on ClickBank right now that I would recommend for beginners. So again, I'll try and put this in the card as well. So check that out. If not, just go to my channel. It'll be the previous video before that, and I discussed some of the best offers that are online now that aren't saturated. They're easy for beginners, mainly because they're not targeting the massive markets. Okay, so check those out before we move on. But you go to ClickBank. Let's look at the screen now. You're going to see these offers. So I'm just looking in the spirituality category. And I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna use this as an example for the rest of this video, okay? Because let's keep through the video as much as we can, right? So once you're in ClickBank, okay, you're going to be able to go through all of these different categories. We've seen it before. There's all these different ones. Obviously, some to avoid. If you're a newbie, like supplements, it's not even worth it. So I've just gone to spirituality, and you can see there's lots of different things. Okay, so I'm going to just talk about this one, this manifestation magic, and you can see that what you get here. When you look at the offer, you can see the average sale is $31.72. That basically means that's what you're going to get paid around that ballpark figure. Obviously, the price fluctuates. That word is not right, and I'm pretty sure. But anyway, you know what I mean. It goes up and down for a variety of reasons. And obviously, there are upsells, downsells, and that is why the average price could be lower, it could be higher. It depends on what people actually opt for. What you can see here, obviously, if you look at the stats as well, there is an average rebuild cost of $18. So that basically means that there is a product in there that people continue to pay for. So it's not just getting this $31.72, you'll continue to get the $18. So it's worth looking at that. And you can look at all these sorts of things. You can see this has got a gravity of 185. That's another thing. It shows that people are promoting it, people are buying it, okay? So anyway, another thing to look at, just while we're here, is products that have affiliate page content. So you can go to this link and there will be images, other stuff, depending on all products have different stuff, but there'll be help and guidance for you. So it's all well worth choosing a product that has that, okay? So let's start talking about these free traffic strategies that we're going to be discussing. As I say, it's quite a few, and at the end, you get that little bonus that you're going to like, okay? So let's go into the ones that people know, okay? And the ones that work very seamlessly. So the first one we're going to talk about is Instagram. I spoke about this in one of my previous videos. I can't remember. I think it might have been the video that I mentioned just a few moments ago, talking about the products that are hot. Okay, and building an Instagram page is so easy. Okay, and what you can see here, that someone's created this page, okay, they've got 46,000 followers now, right? And what they've done is, they've just created a username that works, and they've presented it all really well. Emojis, people love emojis. They love emojis, okay? And you can see here, and this is a link. I know this is a ClickBank link because I clicked on it yesterday. And then you can see what they've done is they've just created these images. Now you think these look really well presented because they've done it in the style of that book, okay? But essentially, they've probably just found this background somehow, and then you can see, they've put in they just put in basic things. They're not even keeping in a format of a style. The text, you can see these are all different, so it's really, really simple. You can do this sort of thing in Canva, canva.com. That's free to join, and you just search for Instagram posts, and there's loads of templates, and you can just change the text, and then you just upload these every single time. Let's see if there's anything here. You can see they're following a good theme here, where they're basically telling you to click on this. So you might find these pages through the hashtags, but then you're not necessarily following that page. So it's telling you to go there, click on it, and you're gonna come back here, and you're gonna see this information. And it's possible, that a percentage of people are going to click on that. Okay, obviously you want to be putting in all the hashtags, and you can see what this one does well is that has this comment to get people to engage, and obviously more people that engage with your posts, the more likely that it's going to be shown in the Explore tab when you're using the app, which is incredibly important. You can see loads of people just saying yes because they're getting excited by what's on offer there. But you can do this in any category. Not just manifestation, it will work in every single. Instagram is just one of the easiest ways to drive traffic for free, okay? But obviously, like a lot of these things, there's an exchange for time. So it's going to take you time to set up the profile. It's going to take you time to create the posts, and it's going to take you time to post the post. But you can set up a theme, like just say like this. Like I said about creating these posts, you've already got the background. how long would it take you just to type this text here and click save? Again. So you could sit here and probably create all of these in, best part of half an hour. You could probably do, 25 to 30, you could probably do like 100 in an hour, and then you got them all saved. And then every day, you just post a couple of times a day. You can see that they've put pretty much the same text every time. Sometimes people like to put in, a bit of a statement there, a bit of a statement message to really get people to a reason to go back to the thing. But that's up to your thing, but it works incredibly well. In the same manner, the second one is Pinterest. Now, Pinterest, again, it's another super simple, if you're worried about traffic, creating assets, and I've spoken about this before, creating assets is the one to do. Okay, creating assets where creating assets that will build up, get followers, and then you can utilize in perpetuity. I think I said that wrong as well, but c'est la vie. Creating these assets, that's where you're going to get phenomenal free traffic, and they snowball as well, so it's well worth. So you can see I've just searched for manifestation. Now, people on Pinterest, people follow hashtags and names, and they have like a feed, and they get suggested similar sorts of stuff. So you can just start putting things in with the right words, and you can see someone is actually, their board here is actually ClickBank tutorial. So we know that this is a ClickBank, and people will click on this, because the thing with Pinterest is that it's all about images and links. It's quite strange. It's a different thing to a lot of these social places, because it is all about driving traffic elsewhere. That's the strange thing. A lot of these platforms, they don't want you to leave the platform, but Pinterest is all built upon an image and a URL. So you can see someone's created this image. Again, you just go on at Canva, these templates are there, you can just create them in seconds, and then you see there's the link. And as I said, this is going to a ClickBank, so I don't even need to click on it. There's no point. But people can save these, and they repin them, which is kind of like retweeting on Twitter, but they put them on theirs, and obviously that kind of snowballs traffic, and you can get ridiculous amount of traffic. And again, it's so easy because you're just creating something basic. These things work quite a lot as well. Lists work really well. Again, you kind of think there's a lot of text, but building something like that is not very difficult, because as I say, you go on Canva, it will show you how to create these. But finding out this information, you just Google it. Like anything, you just find these Google things and you create it and you post it. Okay, so that's that. So let's move on to one which is a next one, right? And we're just going to talk about Facebook. Okay, now Facebook is something that gets a really bad rap, and there are a lot of strategies that people pump up, and they have no impact whatsoever. And we know that because we're on Facebook and we see people spamming links, and instantly, we don't even hover, because we know it's just a complete and utter waste of our time. Okay, and you have to wonder if these people that are doing it, the exchange of time for money is way out of whack. When I spoke about exchanging time on Instagram and Pinterest, what you're getting out of that, you're building assets. Spamming stuff on groups, I've had groups and people, they just constantly spam nonsense, and it's not even like a content that looks good, looks appealing. It's just weird stuff that's ill thought out, and it's just going to irritate people that are in the group. And that is why groups tend to basically go down on Facebook. Facebook haven't really worked out a way of making groups work particularly well, unless you have people that are working 24/7 to instantly remove and monitor posts. Okay, which some people, there's some people out there that can afford or want to pay someone literally as their day job to just monitor a group. And that's fine, I suppose. You can keep that going, but for the most part, it's hard work. Okay, but here are strategies in Facebook that work. Okay, so here you create a group. Okay, that is the name of a product. That is the name of a product. So because people search for stuff, they'll search for things on Facebook, And then in the group, okay, in the group, you can see here, what they've done is there is an announcement, and on the announcement here, there is a link here. I don't even need to click here. I know that that's going to be a ClickBank link. So you're going to be able to click on that and you're going to go through to it. And that's the first thing you're going to see when you come in the group. So as soon as you get into this group, it's all about manifestation. Now you can see, this is what I was talking about. There's a lot of nonsense here. You know, so there's a lot of nonsense that is not really related to it, but people are going to come in and they're going to see this announcement. They're going to click on it. So that's going to work really, really well. Okay. So there are other Facebook strategies that I've spoken about in the past, but they are an immense amount of effort. Okay, there are Facebook strategies, free strategies that work. A lot of people are doing them in conjunction with their own personal profile, not fan pages, their own personal profile and groups. Okay, but there's a hell of a lot of work, because what they're doing is they're setting up their own personal profile as a call to action. So there's going to be their links and stuff. It's not really going to be their personal. It's going to be all about driving people. You know, the images they're going to post and stuff are going to be all about going to some sort of URL. And then what they're going to do is they're going to go to Facebook groups and they are going to post in essentially blog posts into groups. I'm sure if you're in groups, you would have seen people put like essays into groups, and they're building that reputation as being a content provider within groups. Okay, and these work, you know, because you see those posts in groups, they get so many comments, and what happens is that, you know, over time these people build up this reputation. People keep clicking through, they want to befriend them, and they see the links. And in conjunction with that, what people do is they put those posts out, and then when people start commenting, they then click on the commenters and they invite them to befriend them. Okay, and then those people will then jump through and say, who's this friending me? Oh, it's the person from the group, and they'll see the link in the profile. So those strategies work super well. Really, really, they are so effective. Okay, but they are quite a lot of time and effort, and you have to be that way inclined from a typing perspective. Okay, so there we go. So that's that. So the next one I'm going to talk about is something that and there's another video that I did some months ago, and this was an easy ClickBank strategy. I just did a one-off video about this strategy, and this was essentially about responding to comments or leaving comments in blogs. Now again, as I spoke about, you know, about Facebook, spamming don't work. Spamming don't work. It just does not work. Not anymore. It might have done maybe 15 years ago. People were spamming the links to stuff all over the place, and they were getting away with it. It was a bit more of a wild, wild west. Now it doesn't work, and you know, there's less places to really spam. And when people do spam, it just looks terrible, and no one clicks on these links. I mean, the amount of comments that I get on my YouTube channel where people are spamming links. Now, there's like a spam filter, so most of them don't even get through anyway. So those people are completely wasting their time. But they will, like, just say you review a product, for example, on YouTube, there'll be people that go, yeah, but get it from here. Come on, man, that's what the video is about. Do you know what I mean? There are people aren't going, oh, I've watched the video now, I wonder if there's a link to it in the comments, you know. There's the description for it, but people do it, and people do the same thing on blogs and whatever, okay? But what we're talking about here is we're talking about blog posts where there is a specific solution. It's not talking about a product, but a specific problem. Journeys work really well. As I say, there's a video and I talk about it in depth, okay, where people are talking about their journey, they've done something, they've achieved something, and other people have the same problem. And if there is a congruent product, golden, right? So, I mean, I've just Googled manifestation. It's not the best example, but you can see here we've got this post, and it's 8 principles of manifestation, how to manifestation, blah, 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 right? But if you go into the bottom, there are comments here, right? Somewhere. Well, this one's got like Facebook comments, right? So this has got Facebook comments. And, you know, basically the strategy here is to leave a comment that enforces the content of the page, but also sends people to your link. Okay, it's not just, you know, buy this here, you know. So as I say, we'll go through in more detail in the other video if you want to check it out. But essentially what you're going to do is you're going to leave a comment that says, wow, this content's amazing, or I really enjoyed your journey, blah, blah, blah.
I've done this, I've done X, Y, and Z, and this is what really helped me, URL. That sort of thing. Okay, I mean, this guy here is kind of putting an email address in a file. I'm not even going to read that because it's probably nonsense, but these sorts of things, those strategies really can work. You know, you can't just spam. You need to provide value into the comments. And why this works is you want to choose blogs that are ranking in Google. Okay, so when you type in the keyword, they're there. So you haven't done the hard work of ranking the page, someone else has, but you've just cheeky jumped into the comments section and you've provided more value. You know, because the thing is, people have this obsession with comments. They go to a video, they go to a page, and they kind of want to know what other people are thinking at the same time, or they want to ask questions, get involved. So people predominantly do go to the comments section on any of these sorts of sites, so it's well worth checking out. Right, so let's move on to another one. So next one is Quora. This is a question and answer site. Essentially, people post questions and anyone can come in. Now, what is the beauty about this is that they have, you know, so many users, people searching. Once you have interest in certain things, you'll get emailed from Quora certain things. So Quora is driving traffic, and also a lot of Quora questions rank in Google. So when people search for something, it actually comes up in the search. Okay, so you know, there's a whole load of traffic that's coming to this site, and you can see, you know, people post a question, how does manifestation work, blah blah blah, and then people will pose a question. Okay, people post an answer, and you know, you can put images and all these sorts of things. Let's see if no one's putting a link in there, so this is probably not a good example of one, but you know, basically what you can do is you can leave all right, so this person here, the last person, they've put in a link there and they've said read it. Now that's not a good way because they haven't really put a lot of information there. You know, if you think about this first guy here, right? This first guy here, David Fox, he's got 1,000 people have read this post, this reply. 1,000 people, right? So if he'd put in a link there, if he'd put in, you know, blah, 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 and he would have been able to drive a serious amount of traffic from Quora to another website, to another link. You know, I mean, it's obviously just providing the information, you know, he's some sort of doctor or whatever, you know, but he really could have driven traffic to something else, even if it was only website, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, we also got the ability to click on these links, and you can see there, when you have your post, it shows you that if you look at that there, it says that he's had 901,000 views of his content, 46,000 alone. Okay, and you know, you can put other stuff in there. People can click in your profile. You can have a link in that as well. So these, again, another strategy that works because Quora is doing all the traffic for you. So let's move on. We're going to be really quick here about YouTube. We know YouTube works because everyone loves YouTube. We're consuming videos by the bucket load every single day, and if we have a problem, what we're doing, we're searching for it, we're jumping across, and we're finding a video for it, whether that's a solution to a question that we have, or we're trying to find more information on a certain product. Okay, so you can do both. Okay, you can just create content that's answering problems, solving solutions or stuff, or you can talk about different products. I know there's the age-old thing, I don't want to be on video like I am here. You want to create a video, so you can use software. So I mean, you can see here, this one here, there's no one on this video. I know this has got 5 million subscribers and whatever, but you can see this video wasn't difficult to make. It's just using a range of images, videos and images put together. I don't know what else is on it, but you know, you can use a piece of software like this, like Vidnami. I'll try and put a link in the description if I remember, but you know, you can just go here and you can get a free trial and check it out, and you can see that essentially what you do is you just drag and drop bits of videos that are already there, and you can put text and whatever, music, and you can see these different styles for different places. But essentially, you know, you've got YouTube videos, and you know, it's so easy to do. So I won't really talk too much about that, but it is something that works incredibly well, and all the best marketers are using YouTube, so get involved. So next one, we're talking about ranking in Google. So creating a mini site or creating a blog about subjects, creating articles. Now you can obviously
if you are this way inclined to write content, you know, as we spoke about, like that Facebook strategy of putting text in a blog post style, you can repurpose it. So you can create a blog by, you know, you can create these blogs, and then you can repurpose that content by putting it into Facebook groups. So that's the strategy that I've spoken about in the past. It's about repurposing content on multiple places. You know, you write a blog post, you put it on your blog, you do all that's right to rank it, SEO, keyword research, and then you repurpose that content by creating a YouTube video. You repurpose that content by putting it in Facebook. You repurpose it by putting it on, just say, other places like Medium, you know, things like that. So you can put in, you know, you can see Medium is a free blog creator, and they've got their own traffic and whatever. And Medium ranks as well. So some Medium articles can rank. I think when I just clicked on it, there was an article. All right, so you can see here, I manifested my first 5,000. There's 32,000 people clicked on it, and I'm sure there will be affiliate links in it. I mean, let's just click. I don't know, but you get the message. Okay, so these pages can rank. They can rank. Okay, so you know, you search, so I'll just write how to manifest money, and you can see videos are ranking. You can see there's different people have got their own personal blog, so it's not just massive news places. You know, that's the thing. If you search for a keyword and it's like the, you know, Forbes and whatever, I've got all of the things, it's going to be very difficult to rank them. But if it's, you know, this one here, people's personal pages, it's possible that you can outrank them. Okay, and it obviously works very, very well. So we spoke about this. So we're moving on to the last strategy, the bonus strategy, and the bonus strategy is utilizing paid advertising, but getting a bit of a cheeky freebie. Okay, and the way this works is just by Googling ad credit. You sign up for Google advertising, they're going to give you, you know, $75 or £75, whatever it is. You can get a free gift voucher directly from. See, this is directly from Google, and Google are. They're actually advertising themselves to get people to join up, and they're going to give you $75, okay, £75, whatever it is, okay. That means that you can set up an ad campaign where you're spending $5, you know, for a couple of weeks, you know, or $10 every day for a week. You know, that means you've got the ability to drive, you know, thousands of people to something to get you started, and you know the potential there is that you could spend that free $75. You can end up getting, you know, $500 back, whatever it might be. You reinvest that in more ads and you scale up, and the rest is history, okay? So just continuing on that, just talking about that, you know, I've just searched for manifestation magic, which is what we spoke about right at the start of this video. And what can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4 people are advertising. I suspect they're the same person, but they're doing, yep, it looks like it is the same person. And you can see they're doing, you know, I'm not going to go into this, as I actually spoke about this in the last video as well, so you check that out. But you know, you can click on these links if you want, and you can see what people are doing, see what's working, okay. In terms of advertising, you know, they're advertising for the actual product keyword, but you can do for how does manifestation work, you know, does manifestation work, what are benefits, yeah, all these sorts of keywords that people will be actually searching for. All right, so that's it. Wow, we got to this end of the video, man, and we spoke about a lot of things, dropped a lot of knowledge. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, because that tells me that, you know, people enjoyed this video, they want to see more like this. Hit the subscribe button so you see, you know, well, hit the subscribe. No, this is how it goes. Hit the subscribe button and flick the notification bell, and that way you'll be notified when the new videos drop. So have a great day. It looks like the sun might be shining today, which is always a bonus. Have a great day, and we'll see you for another video real soon.